Hey all brothers and sisters, my name is Captain Meatshield and welcome back to Satisfactory. So we've got to carry on with what we're doing here down by Coal 1. And I have done a little bit of work. I haven't completely finished everything, of course, but I've moved all of the coal into these storage containers. It's all been split evenly. So there's a little bit left in the top containers, but it's all been feeding into these. And it's all gone rather well, I think. We've cleared away a good chunk of space. I've relayed all the miners and started sorting out some of the rail stuff. Oh, I forgot I left this bit over here, because I was playing around with some track splitting ideas of seeing how I could get like kind of something like this, in case I want to work with this kind of junction. It's not really something I'm going to be doing with this kind of layout. Get rid of that. Thank you. Oh, hang on. Let me do it. Let me do it the smart way. There we go. But you'll notice up at the top of the screen that there's a lot going on up here. I dragged this all the way over. It doesn't quite meet the land over this side, but it's, you know, all the way across, which is good. And we've got some ramps that are coming down that are going to be for the input and output lines. And I thought I was thinking of bringing them down either side of this line, but I changed my mind on that, so I've brought them down on one side so that the trains can run alongside each other. This will be the input line, which comes down and plugs into there. Because I wanted this to kind of come up over this way, the big mound that was in the middle needed to be covered with foundations, so I did that. And once I move that container, that's just got some stuff from my inventory in it. We'll bring a rail up here, swing it round, up, and we'll go up this way. I haven't got my blade runners with me. Otherwise, I'd be able to run a lot quicker. This bit of the rail does pass through this chunk of rock, though, so what I might do here is make some sort of faux tunnel kind of thing to hide that the train is going to be burrowing its way through this rock. But we'll play around with that when we get around to doing all the aesthetics of everything. I do need to finish up the ramp that's headed up for the output line, so I'm just going to put these in. I have found that the highest foundation ramp that you can put in for the trains is the 2 meter one. The 4 meter is too steep, so it won't let us work with that, so we can't make this ramp any shorter, unfortunately. But to be honest, I think this is going to be good enough. Why are you the odd one out? Everyone else behaved, but you. You cheeky son of a bitch. Right, there we go. Aish. So, yeah, all the rest of this is now in place. We just need to put the rails in. So this will be the output line, is going to head up, loop round, and connect back up onto the main line. And then this will be the input line that heads all the way down here to send trains into the station. But the junction that I've got up here is a bit of an interesting mess. Much like most of the things that I try and do. So let me get up to a better vantage point and show you what I've done. Oh, I didn't realise that this was at such a weird angle. It was burrowing into the foundations. Okay, so this is what I've got. And on the surface, I really like how it looks. So both lines going in each direction can both off-ramp and on-ramp onto... I've got off-ramps for both sides, essentially. So train coming in this side can join this line, or it can go and join that one. Bye, mate. I'd say have a nice delivery, but, you know, you're not really delivering anything. You're just barreling around for the fun of it. Uh-oh. Hi, how's it going? Can I get hit? I'm invulnerable to trains. I thought it was worth checking. So I'm going to be looking forward to seeing trains actually in motion around this whole thing. I think it's going to be fun to witness. I don't know if I've got enough materials for finishing up all of the rails. I'm done with concrete for now, so that's not a problem. I've got the car up here, but I think I've loaded it all up with concrete as opposed to any steel products. So we'll get up and we'll go and inspect that, see what we have got. If not, Or if we need to, we'll head off to the steel outpost and pinch some stuff from there. Yeah, all I've got in here is concrete, but I'll take the last of it, because I may as well. Let's go for a drive. Ooh. I've also found my new favourite way of getting out of the car. Let's see if I can pull this off. Oh, bugger. Last time I did this, it launched me like 30 feet. It's amazing. But you know what? Let's stop playing fucking baseball with human bodies and go and get some materials. I think what I'm going to do is go with 6 stacks of each material. I'll just load some of them into the car if I need to. It will help to use up some of the resources here because we're going to be coming back to tear things down later on. And for now, I just want to empty out this facility. Because I've been seeing some posts from people online that have given me some new ideas on how to kind of work with some of the ideas that I want to do with building outposts, like kind of to segment things a little bit more. I'll take another couple of stacks of each. I mean, it's kind of doing things sort of like I did with this, of having, like, you know, one singular building for smelting and then, like, other productions in, like, another section, but have everything connected by foundations, walls, belts, and everything. As opposed to trying to pack everything into one sort of big structure. I'm going to try and play around with that when we get around to working with this area. But that's going to be a little while away, and there's going to be an awful lot of work, because I want to tear everything down and figure out where all the train stations are going to go first, and obviously how many I want, before we move on to, like, actually getting set up for the rest of the facility. But give it time. Give it time and we will sort it. Right. Yes! There we go! Fucking hell, I flew a mile. Superb! Oh, it's the best way to travel. Ragdoll for the win. Right, I'm going to start by connecting this bit up. I'll get it all the way up here so that we can connect this part of the line. And then we'll just go from there. We'll try and get everything connected and either start with, like, encasing the whole thing in walls, or what do I want to do? It'd probably be, in case we can start working out where the walls are going to go. And I think I might go and try and get the materials for a new train, and then maybe go and start dismantling the steel outpost. We'll see how we are for time. But yeah, I think I like the way this is going to be looking already. Yeah. I'm going to get rid of some of these trees before I do any more, because I don't want them fucking me up along the way. Not that they're massively in the way, it's just they look a bit daft when they're poking through the floor. There we go. One line finally in place. Oh, I have to sort out some additional foundations on some of this, just to make it look a little more supported. What I did do with one section of the rail over here was come and build this into the wall a little bit, so it looks like it's got a little bit more bracing. And I want to try and do that. We'll worry more about that when the aesthetic value of everything comes in. For now, it's fine. It's not as if, like, the gravity affects anything other than me, so, you know, just roll with it, I guess. And that's the last line. Ooh. Came together a lot quicker than I was expecting. Mind you, I'd done the majority of the hard work, which was getting the foundations right, because this is, like, version 4. I haven't got any evidence of versions 1 through 3, but this is a vast improvement, and it's one I'm actually going to stick with. So, that's something. Right, now, for making vehicles, I might just go and... what might I do? I might go and grab the what's it? The train that's over in the the modular frame factory. That's not really doing anything at the moment. It's just gathering dust. So I might go and dismantle that and repurpose it for the coal station. Because I still don't quite know what I'm doing with the the modular frame factory at the moment. I may rebuild it. I may repurpose it for another material. Maybe like another reinforced plate outpost at some point. For now, it will stay here and just be somewhere that I can manufacture modular frames with relative ease. Like I can just let it do its thing and kind of ignore it. But I don't know, maybe in the future I'll tear this down and we'll repurpose it for something else. I think when it comes down to modular frames and materials going on from there, I will most likely just set up dedicated outposts that are just provided with train imports, because I mean, modular frames need twice as many rods as they do reinforced plates. But we're going to be producing rods by the bucket load over at Rotherham. So, I don't know if we need an outpost like this, where it's being supplemented with on-site materials. I don't know, I'm going to mull it over, I'm going to think on it, and figure out what I want to do. But for now, I need this train. I mean, in some ways I don't need this train, because it's not really going to be going anywhere for a while, but it's nice to have it. I should also probably just make myself a little personal train that I can just bomb around in, but I can't go to many places with it. Not yet, anyway. I do need another train to go and catch a ride from, however. I think there might be one on the way. Oh yeah, there is! Oh, nailed that landing. Perfect. I do kind of like just hanging out here and witnessing the world go by. It's good fun. Oh, shut up with the damage. Right, can I... Ooh, can I... Oh, that's what I wanted to do, thank you. Actually, no, what I wanted to do... I had a completely different plan. What I wanted to do was take a freight train of my own and drive along the new route. So I'm doing that. Oh, fuck, hang on. I pressed the wrong button. I meant to bring up the vehicle menu because I wanted to set the destination as Coal 1 and just let it go on autopilot. Alright, come on, come on, come on. Up we go, up we go. Yep, I know hill starts are difficult. Oh no, we're going to be merged. Oh. Oh, it's weird. I do love all this train stuff. It's loads of fun. Right. Through we go. Whoosh. Yeah! Oh, yeah, bring on the brakes. Oh, God. Still hitting 130 as we go down that. Yeah, that looks weird. I need to fix that. Oh, those are some strong brakes. Nice! Oh, that was good. And docking. So there's no other destination so far, so he's just going to sit here. He's going to get loaded up with coal, and that's going to help empty out some of the storage that we've got lying around. And clunk. And there we go, belts are firing off. So these will empty out soon enough. So that's good. Oh yeah, the train can't go anywhere anyway because I haven't connected up the last of the rails. Okay, oh, I can't even take everything. Okay, I'll go and build another container over here, shall I? Let's just move it right out the fucking way. Let's move this shit by belt. Yep, there we go. That's all my ammo. Oh, I can reload now, though. Clunk! So now we take you. Oh, yeah, I forgot I need to put one more little bit of ramp in. There we are. So the line's finished. Now all we got to do is spruce the place up. So I'm wondering how I want to do this. I might have to encase the miners in with it as well. What am I for materials for making walls? Because I might start with like this whole tunnel idea thing up here. I'm also hoping I'm going to get the height right on this. You know what? I'm going to go and grab the train. We'll use that as a way of figuring out how tall this thing needs to be. Height on this should be okay. Oh, I could probably do a coming up one. Well, I managed to run out of iron plate this time, but I think it somewhat hides the fact that the train's going to be flying through a big stone block. I mean, it's not meant to be as realistic as we can get, you know, but I'm playing around with my aesthetics, you leave me alone. Let's see how we do getting out of this place. I do need to go and pick up some iron plates, so you know what? Let's add an extra stop. Not iron plate 1. Let's go to the RIP exports. Oh, I didn't put an on-ramp on that side, so we've got to loop all the way around. Okay, that's something I need to reconsider with designing the rails. I'll work on that. Getting to see all the train activity from this perspective, though, is just great. I like that they've already patched in, you know, the ability to sit in the trains while they're driving around of their own accord. It's really nice. Wait, what? Next stop on the thing with grit. Yeah. Never mind. We'll loop round and do it again. I mean, at least I know all the junctions work. That's a good thing. It's getting some serious test drives in. Oh, we're going to pelt it through a bloody train at the moment. Okay. Oh. Still really weird. There we go. We got the right bloody offshoot this time. And we're just going to swing into this station. Might turn the autopilot off for a second, just so I can... Tell you what, yeah, we'll leave you there. And we're going to go and thieve some iron plate from over here. No, I think now I'm running low on concrete, so I can never win. Oh, this is a good view. I like this one. Can I use photo mode while I'm in this? Oh, I can. I can play around with the FOV as well. Oh, now how's that for a shot? Oh, so good. Okay, why are we going this way to get to Coal 1? I don't know. Oh, that is... It's depth of field, isn't it? Not FOV. Or is it field of vision or is it depth of field? For doing this sort of stuff. It's field of view, yeah. I think they're interchangeable terms, to be honest. Okay, my only thought with the train going that route is that the junction connection for coming out of the reinforced plate factory isn't connected properly. That's all I can think. Oh, I just spotted some limestone down there as well. Who'd have thought there'd have been limestone over here? It's not like we find it everywhere else. What kind of quality limestone is this? I don't know. I forget if I've actually acknowledged this limestone. Hello, Limestone. How are you today? Are you having a nice time? Oh, good. Right, there, it's been acknowledged. There's also only a normal node. Ooh. For all the time we've spent down here, I've not really explored much of it, have I? Oh! Okay, there's a little bit of everything. A pure iron node. Fuck. A fully overclocked Mark III miner could produce more iron ore off of this than a Mark V belt can support. All of the miners that we've got over at the steel outpost, at their current fully overclocked, produce as much as one of these on a Mark III. Be 1,200 ore. Oh! Oh, that's some tasty stuff. There's some normal copper as well, which is neither here nor there, really. I mean, you know, copper's good. What is that? Weird shape in there. Sploosh. Oh, it's just grass. Okay. Oh, there is some sort of cave here. But I can't dive beneath the water. Oh, hang on. Can I still ragdoll? No, I think they took out the command for being able to ragdoll yourself. I can't remember what it was. I think it was like Shift R or Control Shift R, but it doesn't seem to want to work. So, yeah. But, ooh, if they're going to be putting in, like, underwater caves and stuff, that could be fun. I don't know what we'd be able to do in them, because they haven't implemented anything for, you know, kind of submersible machinery, or anything that's designed to operate underwater. Like, the player character can just about swim, and it's not particularly fast. Finally back ashore, though. Oh, took a bit of effort. I think this is looking rather good. I'm going to figure out what I want to do with the rest of the space here. I might just build foundations to kind of support the structure. But for the most part, I think I could probably just build walls down, and it would give the same effect. But now I'm out of concrete as well. Unsurprising. When am I not out of concrete? I mean, I could repurpose a load from here, but I don't quite know how I'm restructuring things yet, so I'm going to hold off on that. There's none left in here, is there? No. It's encased industrial beams, ammunition, and nobelisks. Well, at the moment, I'm really liking how this place is turning out. We've got the lines connected, we just need to spruce the place up a bit. So, what I'm thinking I'm going to do is I'm going to wrap this episode up here. And between episodes, I might do a little bit of decorative construction work on this place. Try and finish up this little box over this way. Extend things down a little bit so we can like encase everything around here as well. Maybe build a garage for the car. And then I think I'll head over to the steel outpost and I'm going to start dismantling things. Because now all we've really got to do is set that up for a steel product. So I'm wondering what I might do, because we're currently using the standard encased industrial beam recipe, which has been doing us all right. That's not a problem at all. However, that produces one every 4 a minute. We could get 6 a minute by doing the alternate recipe, which uses steel pipes as opposed to steel beams. I think it uses the same amount of concrete. Oh no, it uses twice as much. Okay. But then we'll need steel pipes for that one. And I'm going to need a steel pipe assembly, like, or steel pipe factory anyway. But if we were to use on-site resources for making steel pipes, we could see how much we can max out with production for the concrete over in the bunker, and the iron that we could produce on site, because I'm going to want to use the alternate recipe for the foundries, and I don't have enough concrete to be... I'm going to pinch some concrete from here so I can build a foundry and have a look at the requirements for that. So we have the alternate steel ingot recipe, which requires 3 iron ingots and 6 coal. So 22.5 and 45 per minute. So if we were to bring in 4 belts of coal at 780 per minute, that's 3,120 coal per minute. Which is probably more than we're going to be outputting here. How many machines could that support? 69. I'm such a fucking child. But you know what, it's fine. Now we need 22.5 iron ingots a minute. So we'd be producing, on Mark II miners at the very least, 1,200. Need to divide that by... We'll divide that by 30. That could support 40 smelters, which would be making 1,200 iron ingots. So we divide that by 22.5. That gives us 53.3 recurring. So we'll call it 52. Times that by 45, and we'd be producing 2,340 steel ingots a minute. I think that's a definite improvement to what we're currently doing. So if anything, we might just be able to expand what we're doing at that outpost. If we take steel beams completely out of the equation, we can just chuck all of the steel ingots into steel pipe production, and then see what we can do with the assemblers making the alternate recipes. So we may not need 2 outposts entirely. We may just be able to get away with the 1 and then maybe make another one further down the line if we want more. Or if we need more. Which we probably will. So, yeah, that's going to be my game plan going forward. I'm going to tear things down. I'm going to properly run the numbers and figure out how much of everything I'm going to be able to produce, and whether or not I want to go with a mixed materials output, so, you know, encased industrial beams and steel pipes. So we'll go with that. We'll come back next week with, you know, a fresh mindset on where we're going to go with this new build over in that direction. But for now, I'm going to wrap this episode up here and just say thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, check out the playlists on the channel for more Let's Plays or metal covers, and give this video a like or a comment just to leave your thoughts. And if you wish to join the ever-growing ranks of the Order of the Shield, subscribe on YouTube, chuck me a follow over on Twitch, or maybe even consider checking out my Patreon and becoming an officer within the ranks. But thank you again for watching this video, and I will catch you all very, very soon. This is Captain Meatshield, signing off. Where you at, bro? You know what, excuse me, can you just fucking stop? Yeah.